pretty effective. You
like
know,
really open.
The Reckoning as well covers basically
Gives
the
teams a chance to
entirety of
catch
both
up.
sides. Like that, there's definitely some viability here.
Making sure I stretch my legs. I appreciate that, man.
Walking through it and timing him out.
You're looking out for
won
me.
both pistols in this game so far, by the way, but
You always hit me on the one of the last
games.
games on the day, but at least it's not that late.
So early in the round, though, that hurts. Leaf is still
Is the strongest region in this meta. Americas is the strongest
Eventually
region.
there's a swing there in order to deal with Barty.
In the Euro meta, Pacific were for sure the better.
And gets the info on the location of at least one other player on G2, if not both of them. And Loud are going for a crazy sight pinch right now, too, coming from where the defenders spawn.
It's been a while since I've said Americas is the strongest region. Maybe a year and a half.
Yeah, not into the side. They need to play off of it here. Loud are going to be the ones that pinch her on in. Baby Bay brought down. Oh, Brian and go ahead and no cancels, bro. They're going to stop this spike from getting flooded. Calentine tucked in that corner.
Feels like a bit of an audible, and I like it from Loud.
I think an America's team will win Masters. If I had to guess now, yeah.
Still for super late for main, but who cares about a recon?
I just don't know which one.
You have a chamber that's just going to shoot them. Luke Show, by the way, on map 1, really was trying his best to win the game. He did put up 20 kills.
Well, keep the tally going.
Help, yeah, you know?
3-0.
He doesn't want to be the LeBron James no help image. Someone get in the mix. Help this man. He's so good.
I mean, this round really rises and falls on the fact that Loud get through mid connector and they get to wrap through from secret. G2, like, they looked uncomfortable. Do we play on the site against this pincer they knew was coming in, and they ended up being 1 foot, honestly, in that world and 1 foot over towards Art side?
3 pistols in a row. Not bad for Loud. Gonna buy up 2 rifles into this. See if they can get a really big bonus buy going. If and when they close out this round. Emphasis on A main control. With that knife from Bots, he just confirms that no one is pushing up.
Late recon that doesn't get shot with the smoke. They kind of confirm they create pressure here.
Against this Neon comp that's going to be running up A main.
Lose A main, lose B main, push over towards middle for G2.
Turn off the speed,
that could catch one.
Enough to shut down a push, or to get easy space like they just did on A main.
If we get to Breeze in our map 3, that's also going to be quite relevant. That's another KO map for Loud. And now the Darker pins it down, tries to handle himself.
Yeah, but they handled it well. It's only a ghost.
Go for Valorant.
Yeah, not a huge deal. 1 for 1. Get some info. Luke Show gonna push up and watch. He's really close, but
dialed in.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Feeling it a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's the Outlaw traded over.
Any extra kill from these is big. It would be a gun.
Yeah, it doesn't matter all that much because they still have the rifles and the Bulldog. So they're kind of chilling as long as they don't lose more stuff.
Okay, well, Barty does get
only got an extra one and an armor rebuy.
A little bit more damage than they would have liked.
Like expectations got changed about 7 times in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, they really did. And it was all.
What if you hypnotize something into thinking every game is against Frost and Paperx will win it all? Yeah, I mean, it must be more about like, because they always go relatively slow, Frost's teams.
I feel like
it must be something about it's just easy to up against. It has to be something like that. It can't just be him having live games all the time. It has to be about the style of play, surely, at one point.
Really got ahead of the
How many first kills did he get?
Yeah, this A main control is so free, so G2 want to put emphasis elsewhere, and that's a nice spray down from Valorant.
Yeah, I mean, it's convincing fast buy.
Hey, they're taking A main.
Really convincing fast buy.
Fight mid together, find picks there.
G2 really do not want to be pincered on the A side of the map. Last round they had 3 players. It's on a pistol, in fairness, on a save round, but they had 3 players up at mid door. This time, it's Valorant playing off the smoke. Full control here for G2 now.
Rex are just the best team in Pacific.
T1
aren't bad right now, man. Honestly.
Reasonably well. But that proactivity.
I know we hyped them up a little bit for Santiago, but they're actually not that bad. They look better than they did then.
To actually go for that early action. Here it's about G2 trying to assert themselves to denying that push through mid.
Mate, trying to get in there. Oh my.
Not in a stable position economically.
Great damage. This is fantastic damage.
Yeah, I'm not happy.
Dude, he so nearly killed him there.
Rifles out of the round?
Yeah, with everyone just on $100 left in the bank. So, hey, not a bad result from Calentine. He will take that. And he gets his ult because of it too. So first ult activated for any player in the game, active rather.
Promising signs. Baby Bay walked past us as he was, going for a break in between maps, and he informed me that he didn't know what day it was. So that's good. That means he's just focused on the game.
He's just so locked in, playing video games in his room.
Yep.
Time is but a concept.
I do think Hot Dog is being pushed. They're trying to make it happen.
He's trying to get that catchphrase over with
They're trying to make it happen harder than Fetch.
Jaw does get hit by that knife, so Loud know that there's a push-up in A main, though they were not trying to fight for the space as aggro as they were in the past. They are content just letting this op work the map over towards this B side.
I mean, it's a nice try.
Would go for a standard spot. He would throw Molly down, but that has already been pre-circumvented by Baby Bay. That's what happens when you don't go outside. You don't know what day it is. You're so dialed in that you're already dodging the shock darts.
That's true.
What you think about his Hot Dogs and lineups? Yeah. Slow walk down here by Loud.
Yeah, I'm not sure this one's going to work, but
the one thing that
I will
out
say,
is no map control for the attack side.
Line here, for G2 to be so heavy on A right now doesn't really make too much sense. This strong line and early line here, I'm surprised the Sova's not
They're gonna get thorned, they're gonna get storm surged by Valen. This could be
Maybe
tough.
they feel so comfy that they can delay long enough with the thorns that no matter what the rotate would always get there. What if he gets hit by that knife? But that looks like a shocker of a knife, does it not? Did it hit him?
Please! He's in there. He's out of there very quickly. Quarantine finds very little there with that very speculative Hunter's Fury. Now Baby Bay's looking to fight for it. Trent tucked in the corner. G2, no reason to push the issue.
17
Barty
seconds.
There. It was a matter of
Just
time
saving here.
Trent dug him out of
this is a
it's
bad
not
round.
the optimal range for the judge, but hey, we'll take it. Joe eventually brought down, and up before.
Yeah, that's a bad round for Loud.
Getting G2 out of the round with 2
No pressure around the map and then just waiting for the time to go down and then executing through the
Tough to win
fawns.
around when those are the circumstances.
I guess they thought the fawns had been broken from their shock that they did earlier.
Nice little flyover. Someone's going to screenshot that and be like, the state of Valorant is cooked. Even though it's fine.
I mean, there's something to be said for like getting a bit exploratory, maybe drawing out some util, working the map, going mid. No, not the plan here for Loud. Yeah, I mean, again, it's like, okay, we push into that site with limited info. They've got Vice and Harbor comp, and that's exactly what G2 want with their comp.
Yeah, Loud, it was really awkward on the re-exec attempt too, because like party goes through so early. This time they just want to go all speed, and luckily no thorns here, so they do get by.
Verdi untouched there. The armor situation looked a little haggard though for Loud.
Dude, why are we peeking that?
Barty and Dark are struggling. Still able to find some value off that shoulder though, and Jaw is going to pick back now inside the tower. Well, this isn't going to affect Loud that much, to be honest, because it's not a huge downgrade.
Yeah, heaven pressure,
There's
I guess.
Baby Bay for 3, and the cleanup crew has arrived. Gold star for janitorial duties, gents.
I'm not mad at it. Baby Bay is just farming so
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, probably worth letting Leaf get the defuse on
doesn't
this.
even matter. I'm just going to use my ult now because if they have more shotguns, that's like the only win con that they have. So just get rid of the Buckies. Get the cringe out of the game.
Get it out. We say pistols. 1 round after the entire ground was carpeted and util. Cringe is subjective, folks. Don't forget that. Right, heading in round 6 here, G2, again, another lost pistol, struggling with those, but again, when push comes to shove, they have turned up. Overdrive ready for Jaw, and a op in the hands of the Neon as well.
A red card for the push.
It's
not that bad.
A main 0 point coming out from.
I don't think the comms are clean for him to do it.
But not going to be contesting.
Maybe they. Maybe
that's
that's what the IGL said to do, man. I don't know.
G2 want to go for a fast little mid fight if the main pressure is there. But Luke Show is so ready for that. It feels like an adaptation from the prior round where the exact same thing happened. Heavy
Good
pressure
reaction.
A main, G2 try to go for something in mid instead.
What do they do
Gets that
here?
kill, TPs away. That's a really nice counterplay. And now Loud
It was
can go
weird
into
that they
this
didn't let
full
Leaf
A
get
exec.
his
They had all of the
ult on the
space
round
free.
before. Like, it's probably the best Astra
To
ult map.
respond. No ultimates right now for the retake unless Leaf finds a kill and can maybe wall off main, but with all of the space just given to Loud, they can sight flip as well.
Yeah, they're going to play into a post-plant pincer on the attack side.
This is really good positioning from
Yeah,
Loud.
I mean, no matter
Super
what, they got
tough
the
for G2 to
crossfire. They
crack
can't really
this.
Just like the
exec straight
Accelerate
through
in the
here on the
A side, they
retake.
realized that G2 have taken Plaza area.
Yeah,
I'd love to see how they expect to get in here.
I feel like
feels like they have every advantage in the world and should be absolutely
every time I watch this map, if teams put priority here instead of here, I just worry so much, man.
Balanced on the edge of the macro decision making there for G2. Normally a strength of theirs, but they put themselves in a little weird spot.
I think that's still...
Also, again, I think Leaf kind of... like, G2 kind of owned themselves with not letting Leaf get this Astra ult. Like, imagine an Astra ult there if they were going to do this.
Comp that Loud have, just like the knife counter, basically. But Luxo is reading into that.
How we feel about Lev's potential? Dude, everyone's high up on Lev now. Everyone's asking how far can they go. They can go champs, man, easy. How far can they go at champs? With this roster, dude, they could go pretty far. I'm telling you, the potential of that team is through the roof. So good.
Okay, I mean, some discussion about how they want to work these early rounds makes sense.
Today makes...
after what we saw
I mean,
in
they
the pistol,
smashed them today,
G2
so
probably want to maintain
didn't really get
presence
tested.
mid-doors and still deny
And they're fun to watch. They're really fun to watch.
Organic pincer onto the A side.
They're finishing best of threes in the same time that EMEA does one map, man.
And have to fight through smokes, layers and layers of it to try and retake.
It's a cool, it's a cool little setup from G2 as well, where they just can throw all of Baby Bay's stall util over.
Masters?
Yeah,
I mean Masters or champs.
And then because they have multiple layers street and Jaws and Art, they can just get over there so quickly, like they could even potentially play for a flood. Or at the very least be there.
I haven't run into hard anti yet. This is what me and Bacon were actually discussing earlier.
The dynamic's interesting because now without your
are they easy to anti or not? I'm not sure.
Fight that aggressively for A mate, right? You don't have a get out of jail free card necessarily, but they gate crash.
Well, you still can, especially if they were running the comp with the Phoenix. It's really the fact that
I think they have crowd for every day, does.
Loud have this knife that
should be able to get them.
Obnoxious. Because if you're running up there, but you get stalled out by the as a Neon, you don't have your relay bowl, you can't run. You're in such a tough spot.
Really actually got hit by that pole. Wow, quick draw, McGraw.
So good.
Well, that will be the end of Trent. And G2, yeah, look at them now scaling back towards their spawn side of the map. They don't want to give up his A main too easily. But they're trying to negotiate from a position of power right now. That's going to be helped there with Jaw. Funny shot through, layers and layers and layers. Smoke and a second onto Verdi. He was on the site in fairness. Really playing some nice contact with the op. Fallon down to a molly of all things.
Yeah, that was a great kill from Darker in our potentially around when kill as Leaf is caught up top. That's a bold position.
Yeah, it was really out in the open, man. I don't really know what he thought he was going to get away with, but he had to try and make a play in the 2v3. I mean, they overheated a little bit, both teams.
Slowly walks into the angle and
two of them pushed through the Astra ult, right? And then two of G2 pushed the other way through the Astra ult, I'm pretty sure.
In this round, even though Luxo got a crazy first goal. This is just
okay, Jogamo is sending it through.
Honestly.
Okay, one pushes through, and then two of G2 push through.
Prior 45 minutes,
and we did that for him back in Challenge too.
Yeah.
We did that all through his engine.
We did that for, it's been 2 years of that, actually.
Yeah. Still doing it.
Great round win, though, from Loud. A great recovery. Especially from Darker.
Force him down to an eco.
He's alive. He's in the game.
Oh, okay,
Jogamo overbuys. He's going to use heavy armor ult next round, I guess. And then they also double it down by investing ult into it. And they do some good damage, but
the law.
Can he get the gun and get out of there?
Exactly.
God, he's getting spammed.
Okay.
Well.
Wow. He just slips away.
Get a waterlogged weapon for his trouble. And out we go. Better recovered here now as Trent falls back to the A side.
Still a minute on the clock to play with. Karmazine just gets that Hunter's Fury up.
Should be a straightforward play here through this util. Loud hoping that they've exhausted most of it, but, well, Leaf has stars to burn.
Baby Bay up close with the Vandal. He has won G2 a lot of rounds like this.
Yeah, it's a strong pulse for him.
Gets a multi-kill.
Unaffected by that flash, and there it is. Null command active, but the KO brought down, and no one's going to expect Baby Bay to push the smoke like that. Sometimes a pinch of audacity can really
sometimes Loud just have these rounds where they just play rank.
Watching the flank and salvage this round.
They just take map control and send it.
Can get this spike. Leaf isn't there just yet to help Trent, but by the time
Trent's
he has
got
the flash, surely not right, yeah.
Darker pinged out.
Pinged up.
Now forced to play inside main and hope he doesn't get double swung, which, spoilers, he's probably going to get double swung. Leaf is only sitting on a Bucky in fairness, but it's going to be tough to exploit at this range. Here it is.
Very nice.
And there goes Darker.
I was just saying it.
It's a big investment, though.
So far in this stage,
So
there have been a number of rounds where G2 have Baby Bay with a rifle low by.
Problem is they take a full minute with the map control and then send it. Yeah. I mean, I get it, man. Pal can be hard.
By the way, that's just the
they also have dude, they have a chamber. They should be able to be.
I've never seen it cleared once in my life. No one has ever cleared
if you play a chamber on this map and you don't fake smoke, here and insert the chamber to lock down anyone trying to clear the question mark on B, I don't know what you're doing, to be honest. It's like one of the reasons you have the chamber.
Smokes here towards A main. Blooming are being removed. It's Cowanzine. Also try and scout things out. We'll find nothing. The Thorns have been active.
Now we got a full line over towards here, and we can have 4+ and hold state.
Shocky coming in backside. Bit of danger, but.
And we're not even defaulting to find the Vice Wall as well. We're just playing ranked again.
They've got 40 players. Now it's going to be tough. They're a bit stalled out, and their Neon is.
You got to play heavy over towards side there against Astral.
Disruption with the wall coming through, nothing like that to play with.
Cosmic Divide, though, this is now something G2 can scale back into the site with. Luke Shaw going to play just on the other side of it. Maybe look for a swing. Valor looking to set this up. Okay.
Oh, little baby smoke.
They kind of gave him a smoke to run into to isolate the planter, though.
In trouble. Caught between a rock and a hard place. If he swings through the wall here, surely a Jaw is going to preempt it. Gets through.
They're just playing offside against Astral. It's two pretty bad rounds for long. They got an eco as well.
Jaw gets involved.
That is
I prefer a Fade or a Sova on this map. I prefer a Sova on this map.
Respect, though.
But I don't mind Fade. I prefer the Fade. I prefer Sova than Fade than if I have to a Sky, but I don't really want a Sky.
On this Neon, he will send it
like a 6-scan map.
Get flanks on the retake. Like that's a pretty common protocol. The
drone's just way better at clearing B
all the way around
is the main thing.
Probably obscured some of the noise for that too.
Okay, Verdi.
I would say the Fade's maybe a little better on defense. Some of the defensive Fade is like really good.
There was a 0 point there to suppress Leaf, but he was happy to hold his ground.
Yeah, this is nice from G2. They're able to hold A side that time. Loud didn't like hard fully commit. They didn't have everyone there for it.
Astral Wall fights always on PAL. It's just because it's such a big map, right? Omen's not viable.
I'm like, they've got enough money to keep buying up, so G2 are not getting any free rounds.
Oh, this is nicely held. Behind him, though, bear in mind, it's Trent. So they got that beautifully double-faced, and there's a smoke even to make this harder. Loud are being slowed down. Forced to play through Molasses, and Leaf has not left this position since the start of the round. He has got this main position on lock, and Verdi's going to run straight into it. Surely
nice.
The man can double down.
I mean, it's kind of looking like the first map. Strong start into.
Starting to fizzle here on this attack side.
Yeah, and fizzling out.
Yeah, a bit of an awkward retake towards A main. Those players on Loud just didn't have any utility to deal with someone playing behind box. I mean, the only real utility they have is what we saw. A Neon jumping around and trying to draw a crosshair away, hope someone's there, they miss, and then the other player can get the kill, but yeah, doesn't end up happening. Pretty easy for Leaf to lock that down.
The money here for G2 is going to be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, they buy for the rest of this, no doubt.
Yeah, they're just buying a max for the rest of this.
Yeah. Also, we have Reckoning Overdrive.
It's a bit worrying for Loud.
10 seconds left.
That low buy round win is going to be so decisive for how the rest of this hat plays out. Yeah, it really is. Loud are going to be kicking themselves if they lost that round. And it was a heroic round from Baby Bay, getting that two-piece. Only 2 rifles.
If you think Loud played C9, who do you think would win? I think C9 would win. They played right now, I think C9 would win, yeah.
Really rewarded for his patience here. This has not been re-cleared properly.
Surely not. The problem is you're looking at a Loud against G2, 3-0 on pistols that are getting to like 9 rounds. That literally just taking map control, hitting a site. That's all they're doing right now. And then you're looking at them playing against MIBR, who force bought 3 rounds in a row, so they played against 3 guns plus pistols for 3 rounds, so it looks a little closer than it was. And then, who did they play first? Was it MV? I didn't watch that week. I don't know. That's the week where they won, so maybe I didn't see them at a good point.
maybe look just like the world beater he sort of once was.
Yeah.
Leaf is put on rolls with a
C9 wouldn't lose to this, man. I promise you. Like how they're playing power right now, I promise you they wouldn't lose.
Actually, he was putting up bad numbers.
If they started doing like a bit of map control here, maybe we have a chamber locking down this, like on the gun rounds. We actually take map control, maybe we find the wall, then sure, but...
on that agent. He was incredible in kickoff. And now to start stage 1, 3 weeks in a row, he's been the most consistent player. Destroys Loud on Haven here.
Yeah, from the dive duelist back to chamber vice duty again. So it was only a pretty short-lived Schmeeg arc. But there was also a G2 who are changing, like day to day, their entire approach to some of these maps. Just like PRX and Santiago, both of them were really willing to be flexible.
It's a lot better. Like even on this eco, it's a lot better now. It is a good timeout. Rush over towards B. There's a smoke as well. We're actually gonna explore over towards middle after creating the pressure. We have a main control. Like that. They actually created 3 question marks. Obviously, this one's getting cleared right now, but at least they're trying it.
Look at the flashes.
Like by far their best chance at the rounds. It's just a shame the most methodical round is when they got no guns.
Okay, but Lucho says I'm just gonna run past that and
I think, but yeah, Baby just doesn't expect that level of extension into the back of the site because Steel Guard and retake is huge there for G2.
Yeah, Lucho just ran through took Thorns damage to get through that.
Yeah, I respect that.
Body timing. This could be huge.
I think it's going to leave a bit too small. Push it anyway. Here's the...
Oh my god, what an insane ult that was.
Oh, what the timing there from Valen. Stunning stuff. Jaw going to break his way back into the site. Leaf finally chooses his spot to emerge. Cowanzine.
I don't think he's going to win this.
I don't think so.
He ain't winning this. That was such a nice harbor ult right there.
Draw King off the top. Beautifully done. Last round of the half coming up here, and G2 have more than given an account of themselves here.
It was a great kill to find from Lucho, but he still had 4 teammates with just pistols. Verdi had his ult. I like the idea of trying to get that timing to slide out with the ult, another swing, fight them in secret in like a transitional
How bad did Envy look against Lev? It's kind of hard just to focus on. It's hard to focus on anything that wasn't Lev because they were just doing so much nice stuff. Their fast set strats are just so nice.
Unfortunately, nothing.
And that's a retake, by the way, without the Steel Garden prospect, right? Baby Bay got picked off early by the push up by Lucho, and it was looking kind of grim for G2. But they banked these ultimates over these rounds, and they just go for another retake ult.
G2 fully dodged out that knife.
This is way better for Loud. Like at least we're
what a variation.
At least we're doing pressure. And this time we insert the chamber over towards B so we can punish it, or we can hear the rotate away. We can take the timing.
Although,
dude, where was this at the beginning of the game?
He's got the potential here to get very deep.
They just threw away like 5 rounds.
Baby Bay not gonna be ready for it. That's huge.
A good timeout from their coach though.
With the impact kills. Great trade from Cowanzine.
We're about due for a Trent clutch, in fairness.
Yeah, it's been...
Watch.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Maybe like, I don't know.
He has an ult drawn.
55 minutes.
Recon.
11-4 for Trent in the game, 2 in the round. He's got all of his util. He's flush with it. The problem
Does he
is
consider
that
heaven?
Tower and B-long
Problem is he's got to consider everything right now.
It's going to be a challenge. We've seen this guy pull up some pretty disgusting stuff in the past. First of all, scouting halls. Got to be mindful of Tao here, trying to stay clear of it. Info, yeah. I mean, going for that in a 1v2, it's fairness, but hey, last round of the half.
I mean, it was a good sign that their coach at least like knows what to do, so maybe after the demo they can focus on it a little bit. It's a lot easier when you got 4 rounds of you failing because you're not doing the default properly, and 1 round that you win because you did a default.
It's a reasonable misconception to make.
Like a good default.
Gets off the side, checks over towards mid, and it's no good. 7-5, the score is at half here on Pearl. A sluggish end to the start for Lau, but some signs of life in that final round. We'll see if they can bring it back after this.
XL2566X Plus, which uses the newly developed Fast TN panel and upgraded
I mean, wait till they get their full team as well. We gotta give them that as well. You consider Pearl attack sided. Depends on your comp, man. I think it's a big comp map. I think it's relatively even, to be honest. if you do your stuff right. I think they kind of evened it out a little bit. I just feel like so many teams struggle on attack because they don't create pressure on B that just not a thing. Forgot the March ad. Oh, I should have done it, yeah. I can't even say let's do it next map because I think this one's done, right? Snowy with the Prime, appreciate that. Thank you so much. I think G2 make London. Not really. Not really. What would you have done with extra in the current team? What they're doing, what Envy are doing now with their team, I would have done. Brim, Omen, Phoenix. I would have tried to have forced. Wait, let's think. I would have tried to have forced the Phoenix a little more and go like Neon Phoenix Chamber and just go like really puggy.
With the Harbor Cop, right? Which is definitely, you know, furrowed some brows. I don't think
but it would work okay because the duelist could set up Demon 1. Yeah, I would maybe play a little more Phoenix. Just like the only thing. But I feel like his Omen's not too bad.
Heading into this pistol, I just want to acknowledge that
it's hard with some of the maps.
Both maps so far, 6 of the round wins from Loud. That's basically half of their round wins total or so come from winning a pistol.
What about an aggressive chamber? So I mean, yeah, it would be aggressive. You would set him up with
a lot of success there.
You would set him up with the Kesnet Neon and then just leave him.
Win a pistol.
I mean, G2 if G2 get out of this series losing 4 out of 4 pistols, I don't know what to tell you.
And win 2-0? Yeah, that is a little disgusting,
yeah,
honestly.
It's not a good luck.
Important. Great way to start on this attack side. Jaw pinged out here with that early foray into A main.
Did you know you can mute the stream with the letter?
So Luke Show gets to just post up an A
main. I just press M and it mutes.
Getaway back to site, and then Loud are immediately able to
that's nice.
Just activate this protocol where they then double up, play towards Art with 2 players.
So much map control. What the?
Technology, man.
Nice,
who would have thought?
Simple little effective way to work the map early.
Okay, we're just walking unassisted into double-faced sightlines. I like the idea there from Leave. Set up, high-low set up, and oh, buddy, this is getting dangerous now for Loud.
The problem is, though, when you're both playing all the way tucked into the corner and have basically no getaway mechanics. I mean, you could try to run as a Neon, but you get multi-swung. Yeah, it's a little tough. So G2, they find the answer.
The answer, though, to this from Loud, or the response at least, is to try and take more of that map control.
Oh my god. Dude, what a flash, bro. What a flash.
Sets it up beautifully. They're low, though, very low. Oh, the knives!
No, he's not going to win like this.
To finish it off, and now he's up against Luke Show. He's looking more like a raid boss. Still at full health with a shorty to hand. And Leaf's about to dive into the smoke
unlucky timing on that.
I tell you
very,
what,
very unlucky timing.
Ship.
This is 4-0 on the pistols.
The shorty plus the other bullets by. Love that. Love that for him.
Great flash setup there for Barty, though.
4 for 4?
Oh, yeah, that's
you can't go 4 for 4, not take a map. You can't do it. No, that was a great play from Barty, though. They're kind of silent in this game so far, but kind of how I teed up the first half, I'll do it again. I do think this KO will be really important because finding the timings where you can throw that knife when the execute is coming in to just get rid of all of those Neon abilities, real nice.
Null command as well, by extension. See if we can stop these fast hits. George dancing that smoke there, trying to see what's what as G2's position there as they're tucked in that plaza area is revealed by the Aldro.
Well, a couple players spotted out by that knife in a main. G2 will slowly retreat. And this Loud team can put a lot of emphasis over on this A side of the map, given they have trip over towards the connector door in street, and then all the way pushed up is Luke Show on B, so they know nothing's really going on over there.
They're Loud wanting to try and stack as much as they can.
And, wait, they picked the weak side.
Luke Show, he hears them.
I like it. Shoulder peek. Beautifully done. It's going to force Luke Show off the line. There is hope here for G2. Multi-swing the line. He gets good 1-for-1 now, though Barty's going to be an issue for
it's unlucky. Dude, imagine he won that 1v1 there.
From Valorant trying to swing.
I was kind of believing that.
Will and up with the stinger, though. It's down to Jaw and Leaf. Sure, they've got some space to work in. Do they look to make use of Short? Jaw barely gets away. Stuck in the mud, slowed down by those stinger bullets.
Neon moment.
Now
it's nice from Leaf. He had them running away, he calls them back.
I respect it.
They're all going back. I mean,
the labored pump
that's
fake
a plan.
from G2.
Yeah, I don't know if Loud needed to
rotate off the side.
rotating off the site, but I mean, it's a 4-2 retake and they have better weapons. They'd never lose a situation like this. All right.
Joel really was maybe hoping for a weapon upgrade there. Maybe he
Alright.
thought that Loud went around the world. Either way, he tries to
Get
take
the buy
that
rounds
fight
in.
solo. And it doesn't pay off. So conversion for Loud off the pistol, which naturally means that we've got an even game now.
Yeah. And only Luke Show going down, they carry over the better weaponry into this next round. Now, I don't think Loud have won a bonus yet, have they? Me, when I try to remember something that happened 30 minutes ago.
Last map, second half, they did not win the bonus.
Right.
No.
And I don't think they, you know.
Nah, I don't think they've won
I
one
don't
yet.
know about the first half. I'm not sure, but you're on the right track, I feel.
I'm just going to assume they haven't. I don't think they have. Can they do it here?
G2 pretty good, man.
Straight up be fake.
If
and
you got
wrong.
a, if you got an hour, you could watch the whole best of 3.
Wins in the map ultimately. You know?
This is kind of a KO classic, but they actually didn't.
Not
throw
even
the knife.
sarcasm.
A lot of times you get the early B knife, but you know sometimes you vary it up, you delay it.
Let's see how doable it is.
Oh, uncomfortable. He's got someone to pick up the line though.
Ooh, that deep flash comes through.
Ooh, this is a lot of damage, man.
Picked off. That's a push up out of hard by Luke
Yeah,
Show.
this was big from
just
Luke Show.
towards market.
Wait, they actually might win the bonus here.
Trent. Well, hey,
Did they win this map?
He didn't die, but he's at 20 HP.
They did this
off
on
that
Haven, where I
big
started
little
believing for a
trap
little
play.
bit.
Yeah, this side is open. G2 though, unaware. And Jaw's definitely uncomfortable after being hit with that 0 point. You talked about how important it's going to be to slow G2 down, and it catches onto the Neon. Bro, where are we going? We've given up the map control.
Yeah, they've been able to get those orbs over towards A. Are they going to leave the Leaf insert on A main? Yes. So that definitely seems like they're going to ultimately go for an art crunch onto this A side. But Loud, they've got
nice
players here ready to go.
This is nice from G2
a lot
though.
of stall util. Look at Bati. He still has that
Hold the
molly.
space with
Could
one.
just slow them all down.
And
Could
it heavy
maybe
over
even kill
towards here.
Trent with it.
Bit of pressure over towards B. It keeps him guessing a
30
little bit.
seconds. That's my line.
Also, when they run in the site, Kalensin can throw a recon up behind
sure
them.
that should
Could be
work,
an easy
but-
spam kill coming through.
We're looking for a fight. Body
Dude,
kick
this
down.
is
You're going to
recon.
get to safety to some degree. That is spammable though. And Luke Show emerges with a headhunter. And its price will be paid.
Dude, they're going to keep this clean?
Ductily. Very much estranged for the rest of his team, but still knocking heads together. Needs that spike in time. He is ticking. He's going to be pinged down and still takes the fight. It's
Oh,
Buddy
dude,
getting
imagine
absolutely
he
ruined.
hit that.
Eventually, you need to reload.
If he hit that, it would have been
No
insane.
time
We would have
left.
had time to plan
Nice
as
little
well.
moment there from Lee, but not enough to get G2 the round of
Pistol
finally
into a
convert on
bonus.
Yeah, bonus
G2
round
have to
one. That is
eco.
massive. Recovered a couple rifles.
be.
G2
7-9.
economically crushed. Loud really predicted that.
It was a nice.
was going to come through.
I will say, as much as I didn't like any of their attack rounds apart from after the
that was the
timeout,
catalyst of
the-
most of Loud's round,
the
round
push on the
wins, at
side
least
here
a couple
and then
of them
holding
after the
info,
pistol.
pretty good.
He just remains on
Big
point.
distraction as well.
When
Took a
has he
solo
ever
play over
played a
towards
bad
middle. It's a
game?
bonus. Why not?
Like I said, this is just going to be 2 hours of talking about how good Luke
Astro
Show is.
comes in.
But does he deserve it? Probably.
You want to make the guy look a guard like
Kinda looks like they
guard
wanna
mode,
use
bro?
it on this, we'll see.
That's on you.
Oh my god.
Bro, they hit him with the
Yeah,
recon.
he's got to run. That was some good utility for someone away from Miller. Yeah, the recon is hitting everybody.
Jaw is asking the question, though, isn't he? Will the answer satisfy him? That's the question. The answer is no. How about
Astro
out
goes
onto
in.
the breadbasket?
Yeah, G2, they run the double wall, and the harbor wall kind of helped the defenders get out, honestly.
Yeah,
That's
it
crazy.
gave him a wall to
G2 have
tuck
the side
into.
now, despite being at a player disadvantage. Kalensin also has the Odin in this round. Thorns onto upper, so that's going to be Luke Show being forced to wait a bit longer, and it's re-smoked as well.
So Kalensin can get this recon in, and then you're going to have the
We're
Neon
going.
dashing in with the wall.
Into the cove, Luke Show going for it. Relay bot might be catching onto him though. Baby Bay has to play here with
flashes
nothing but
right
Sheriff
now.
from the backside, and Barty barrels into the site. It's Baby Bay, and there go Darker and Verdi. Now the player advantage for G2. Weapons aren't there. I tell you what, they are exuding confidence now. Time is short. Barty trying to tap that defense, but
Dude,
brought down. There it
what?
is. It's the
What have they
classic
done
G2
here
Thrifty.
with the Sheriffs, man?
Had
Do
to
Baby
fight
Bane
it
trying to
here,
just cracking
and
up.
that's certainly going to get them back on the road.
Again, just feels like every important round, every important moment. Who is there for G2? It is
Baby
Baby
B.
Bay.
Yep.
There he is again. Crazy. Little double shot with the Sheriff. Verdi can't get that trade. And Bati was on the spike, so he wasn't actually with the timing to be able to get off of it and get the trade after his two teammates
Should be
died.
9, yeah, that's on me, dude. I forgot I can't do that.
Let's go, hot dog. What the
All right, great job, production. We cut that off.
Nailed it.
Nailed it on that cutaway.
Throwing all your walls down, getting that side
3.
control, forcing them to retake into Sheriffs. That gives G2 a much-needed round.
Yep, suddenly just right back into the game. This is crazy from Luke Show.
I mean, he went searching on the bonus and he got a kill.
He's trying to do the
That's
most.
crazy.
He's trying to do the most this game.
And it's been working more than not, but unfortunately now Loud are having to play a full retake in reform. But wow, what a timing from Botsy. That's lovely.
Yeah, back to safety now as well. Jaw hasn't really had a chance to
Dude,
put
as
this
soon
judge
as they
to
got
work.
that judge here, though.
He'll have an opportunity, sure. Okay, Recon thrown out. Cowanzine just trying to
They
get
just
up on
can't
that
get
angle
over.
here with the Odin. It's going to be a bit awkward for Loud to retake now. Look at this presence at long for G2. They've got everything set up right where they need it. And there Jaw finally emerges. There's going to be pressure coming this way as well. Verdi slides on in. The trade's on there because Jaw's
got
gone
no
the other
bullets
way.
left.
Now playing in the smoke. This is flow state gaming from Jaw, and he gets caught by Cowanzine out in the open. But the contingency is in place. G2 with a double
What's
face
the money
at
looking
B-Long
like?
will shut it down.
Yeah, they just get the
It's
freest
got,
sight there, and they have
one more
so
buy
much
here.
great post-plant utility to throw down. I mean, anything they have in their comp that you think of.
Baby Bay is playing really good in stage
It's
1.
going to be good on attack too. They can just throw it down in the post-plant. And getting that setup where they have one rifler and Baby Bay back sight and Jaw playing close, and the Baby Bay can just trade off of him easily, like that, it's over. It's just over.
G2 really taking up that space in his post.
Good bit of B spam. Yeah, it's a good bit of B spam. And then at the same time, they got him so scared of B now that they just change it up. I thought they were just going to straight A hit here. It would have been a mad call.
Another first blood on this map.
Always looking for a funky off angle. Last round, to be fair, he walked the corner and got taken out with his tour de force out.
Yeah, Jaw, he did get caught by that knife. Luke Show has no reason to give up this space towards A. Space on B is taken from Loud. They are ruling over both extremities at the moment.
Spike drop.
Down under a minute now. And Loud making the
same thing
right
for Loud, though.
assumptions here in rotating towards the A side.
They've been good at holding these strong
There is
lines.
just some very impactful ultimates here for G2.
Yep, Cowanzine is ready to go on A.
This off angle, will it pay off? He can get off it with the rendezvous. Oh, we're walking it. Luke Show gets a freebie.
Do
Yeah,
G2
it's
attempt
such
to
a nice
accelerate
angle.
right now? 35 seconds left.
You love this off angle? Yeah, it's really, really
Getting
good.
the drone up, gets a nice little tag and immediate Hunter's Fury.
Yeah, Baby Bay gets
That's
spotted out there.
beautiful.
Easily brought down. No one else revealed, but that should be enough here for Loud. This is going to make the end game of Pearl pretty interesting. A Loud round here is going to throw things for a loop. Leaf, too many players to swing into there, and Ballon and Trent starting to realize that the odds do not favour them.
What role odds if you playing? He'll just switch.
Enough
He'll
to
just do a
buy the
1
next
for 1
round.
with Batsy, right?
Most
I'm
of them
pretty
do.
sure. Not entirely sure.
So thinks about it.
Just going to be time to save. Loud are going to go ahead and throw one player away trying to get these guns away, but wouldn't recommend anymore because Loud's weapons right now, with the state of the economy, way more valuable than G2's.
Yeah, discipline. Barty could have tried to play off that relay, but had no one backing him up. Luke Shaw here posting a modest 19 and 14 scoreline so far, and it's really been Leaf, who we scrutinized with the Phoenix play in the previous map, has stepped up on this Astra.
Well, some aspects of it. He still
Yes.
performed. He still put up
Interesting.
17 for 40.
Again, if they have
Respectful.
they have
There were
this
just some
angle, they're feeling
aspects
pretty
of it
good.
that, like playing to get a lot of the alt orbs and stuff that were not super consistent.
That's a macro
but
consideration, right? That's not really his issue.
This has been his best smokes game so far, though, in this stage. Switching this roll up. G2 put a lot of emphasis on getting this B control early, but they do get knifed up.
Good knife, yeah. Slows it right down. Jaw wanted info. That's how he's going to get it, apparently. Oh, Luke Show.
Yeah, he took that swing
Dude,
up
he's
top and got
bit
punished
risky
for
here,
it.
He's
man.
going to do the funniest thing ever. Straight into the smoke.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can ever get 2 for what
Trying
they're
to get trade
doing.
somehow.
It's always being traded up.
Baby Bay, your Darker
No,
can't
no,
catch
no.
onto him. No! Oh, that's not good at all for Loud.
Yeah, that should be wraps. That was a must-get kill
Do they need
for
to
Darker.
save? Not really. They actually have an okay amount of money.
Okay, well, are we calling a cancel here, or are we trying to make time for Leaf to wrap her out? Okay.
They're just going to give him a second. But
It's
it's
been
been
long
enough
enough
time
that
that
Birdie's
Birdie,
suspicious.
Yeah, now he's a little bit concerned. But yeah, you would hope that the rest of G2 now, they're just going to make a ton of noise, so there's going to be a moment again.
G2 look rough.
I
don't, well, I get where you're coming from, but mate, winning a map, winning a map when you lose no pistols,
but he's down to 45.
Look at that,
it's a good sign.
Really heads up play.
Might get double swung here though. No,
I don't think they look on par with the other neon
teams, you would
so.
imagine, and buy as much time as they can. There it is.
Almost a lineup, but a great round from Valen there.
In fairness, still, the economy's in an okay spot here for this Loud outfit. The early stages of this round, right? It's a bit chaotic. Yeah, it's just that early spot on Luke Show.
Yeah, he goes for the opening fight, and I want him to. Hey, sometimes you're going to lose, but if you're Loud, you want Luke Show just playing with confidence, taking as many early fights as he can because he's won a lot more than he's lost. It's really just unfortunate, more so than that Darker doesn't get the kill when he goes for the swing through the smoke.
I'm not sure what has got Josh looking so mystified there. It might have been the Baby Bay moment where he, thought he might be punished by reloading, and then he
probably
isn't punished.
Yep. Yeah. That would probably be the one.
Give me like
don't look a gift horse in the mouth, I would say. Okay.
Also, even though G2 are in that 4-on-2, they just relax. Yeah. They let Leaf work the rest of the map, and then they all go forward. They play together.
Yeah, I mean, just Leaf's presence there means that Verdi can't really assert himself on that side at all. He's going to play off of it. He's always looking over his shoulder. Cowanzine is also playing in mid-connector at the time. He's also looking over his shoulder. Just that lack of knowledge for Loud on that part of the map is what kind of causes him to start to unravel.
Now, the success from Loud has come from being able to control the extremities, like that round where they really kind of funneled G2 into mid because Luke Show was up in A main. He gets that kill and teleports away. At the same time, they had multiple players pushed up B main, really playing for the extremity control, put them in position to win that round. When G2 have just been barreling into these B hits, though, Loud have had no answers for it so far.
Here's round number 20, coming out of a Loud timeout. See what the early action has for us. A bit of a mix-up here for
Recon
G2.
doesn't scan under.
And you look at the Loud comp, they just don't have
it's
that
kind of nice
level
if they commit, I guess.
that G2 do, playing with the Vice. Or if, maybe they had a
Let's
fade
look at Loud's
instead
money.
of the Soba
This
to have
is
a
it.
C's to be able to
This is
throw
their
a
big
choke,
go
something
at
like
it.
that. It's just not a ton of stall.
G2 played out of knife range off the rip here, so this could be a fast hit with very little advance warning. Through the smoke we go. Trent going to send the drone, and yeah, High Tide going to give them a way in. So many walls in play now. Jordan, be careful that aren't positioned though. Here's Valen fighting tooth and nail on the site. Cowanzine doesn't want to try and test this right now. He's very much alone, but he might find it timing into Plaza. Leaf is still setting things up, but he's safe for now. And we're into the post plant. A long way away, Loud being forced to rotate in. They had so much emphasis at B. And there's Leaf.
Nice
Perfect
luck
timing.
from him.
Cowanzine is downed.
Luke Show trying to get back in with the operator. That's going to be tough. Probably swapping over to the headhunter after taking a first shot, hoping that a tap could bait someone out.
Wait,
turns off the Astro util. He can just stick right now.
They're going to do something about this. Luke Show's watching the line.
So
man.
close.
That was
Valen
bro.
put 2 and 2 together. He realized they had to fully commit with numbers. And that was a sick round for Valen in the end. 4 kills for the captain. And he's good for one of those rounds per game. That
was a good idea,
that
yeah.
one was important, though.
The knife to try catch him off.
Like
They
that could have
couldn't
been the first moment where Loud are able to stop one of these fast hits. But
it's good as well. You shoot it to the right so they can't spam it from the left.
Two-man spray down. That's really nice.
Good catch on that knife. Could have been ugly for G2.
Yeah, I mean, he turns off the grab well so he could just hard stick, but nope. G2 right back in there.
Here's the price you pay for not being able to win that round out of the timeout. It's got to be a save here for Loud.
So many ults here that I think they're just going to run away with it, man.
Verdi.
Unless Verdi can do a madness.
Has the discipline. You cannot say the same for Luke's show, though. They were digging deep for that. Can at least find a way to trade it.
On double pistol, they couldn't get him up, man. It's devastating.
Yeah, awkward engagement there with some split ideas.
Oh, that's messed up.
Jaw into the B side. There's no one else here. There was a rifle recovered by Loud elsewhere, but again, G2 find the lightly held site and press on it.
This is going to be a moment, again, where you're wanting Jaw to probably get back hauls or play close because Darker is likely going to use that Astro Wall to cut off B main. You want everyone from G2 just on site here.
This Reckoning is
that's
so
nice,
punishing.
actually, to supplement Jaw's position.
Yeah, you are going to struggle to swing this and get anything done, so it's going to be weighted out. Jaw slides across And he collects Verdi. Leaves Kawanzin alone in tower with nothing but the classic, and he will be dealt with eventually as well.
What are we
G2
thinking?
once more. Big strides forward to try and take this series 2-0.
And even if all of that didn't work out, you had Baby Bay coming late street for the rewrap. Yeah. These side execs have just been so good for G2.
So many walls, man. Between the Neon, Harbor,
and
Astra.
And it's the layers of util that you can throw down after. Like, they still have the Cove to throw down. They still have, you know, Baby Bay can throw down all of that
Astra
stall util.
Like,
okay,
so
3.
Much, man.
3 goes.
Yeah.
Astra ult, they can play retake. How are they going to play?
Moving parts, but you get a clean execute like that.
It's been fun.
Post plan with all your
yeah, I mean, they got it close, and people look at the scoreline and think it's not that bad.
You're very happy.
But it's, yeah, it's pretty rough, man.
Divide that A site. Loud attempt
Well, they're lining up for that, are they not?
They can't on account of the grab well.
Good dodging.
Potentially Joel here pushing in. He sees feet. In this economy, you better believe he's going to go after him. Birdie and Dark are dealt with. And now 3 left for Loud. They're in awkward positions. Kawanzin very much out at sea. And the rest of his teammates trying to dash back in, but again, we're dealing with this post-plant util that could be so challenging. Code sprayed through.
Dude, last second on this.
Good intuition there for Kawanzin. You think he's going to go low, but the Odin's still going to be powerful from that position. He'll still look for a way in. Luke Show anchors the side, sees Trent walk across him. Now at 50 seconds left, it's fallen apart because Kawanzin has found 3 with the Odin. Leaf wants the timing here, but he's suppressed. 1 is not going to be enough here. A noise cut with 40 seconds in the round, and here's that secret position is still being taken up. He avoids being pinged as well. I think the timing of Luke Show is going to do him in, and
maybe.
Okay, Kawanzin found the spray.
I mean, Kawanzin did really good here, man. Dude, I'm telling you, Odin and Pit is actually like really underrated.
I was thinking
like, really underrated.
Post-game monologue, but hey, we're still going on account of Kawanzin. With that Odin able to actually break down the Cove, barely gets the timing to be able to deny the plant onto Fallon. Jaw had such a great 2-piece entry as well. That should have been wraps.
He's starting to heat up though. That's looking
map
pretty dangerous.
free? I doubt it, man.
Extends any further.
It's going to be a timeout.
I doubt it. They forced a timeout though. It's not too bad.
You know, it's been a fast day. The first game was quick. Time to get a nice early dinner in if they can close this out now. Have the night to relax.
I think that some of the calls coming into these rounds for G2 have been very good. They've won some pivotal gun rounds. Actually,
feel map 3
call on the initial side
so.
And usually sending Jaw there. He opens it up. It's the weak side of the map. So Jaw only needs to find 1 kill in some cases. They get the B side locked down. They just throw all the util and we're good to go. We've also seen like the group up a main, but with the variation of not getting caught in the 0 point. Feels like avoiding that knife early, trying to starve Loud of information for as long as humanly possible. Get a safe post plant is really important.
So heading into this next round, you're likely going to see Luke Show
G2 is just going to
popping
spam
his
B
ult.
twice.
So that's something that
they
G2
might.
are
I think
have to
honestly
be
what they're going to do is they're at least going to do
thinking
like a proper
about.
default.
Their economy isn't
They've done a
great,
couple
so
of
if
rounds where they
lose here,
haven't
the last
actually
round,
taken
their
like
buy will end up being a little
both
bit
of the
awkward
sides.
as well. But
The
honestly,
first
it still
game
feels like
worth a
G2
watch.
are more
There was pretty
likely
cool
to close
stuff.
out the game now. They have just been playing more better rounds. Loud have not had answers to
There's some
these
pretty
fast
cool stuff from
executes.
Loud.
There, they still lose 2 players.
Yeah.
It is
I think it's worth a watch
recovered
personally
by a
because I kind of like how they
monster
play
play
it.
from having that
If you want a close game, it's not a
the
close
timeout
game.
Loud looks like they want to fight very aggro, take this space over towards A.
But if you want a lot of faith in like where Lev is at, I think it's
And they have
I think
found
it's up
success
there.
with that, keeping this A main control. Jaw is really trying to sell some art presence, getting up close, playing inside of that Cove.
This playthrough mid is big. It's going to allow you to potentially split onto the A site from the defender side of the map, but a huge 0 point.
Yep, everybody in mid spotted there.
Flash used by Barty just to try and re-clear into mid connector. That initial smoke, the Cove that was used to get G2 across is now expired as well. Down to 31, that's not what you want to see at all. Barty needs to give a bit of ground here.
That's so weird, man. Like,
Stall
what's G2's
out,
plan? I
quickly
don't know what
following this
G2's plan is.
which will be a fast
They were
speed
going to
hit.
5-man free this choke or
Instead,
5-man
it's
free
back
this
to the original
choke.
plan for G2. Get players inserted here. Down
Are we
towards
just going to
mid
do
connector.
like big fakes?
I could definitely see us ending up in a spot where there's going to be massive pressure on Verdi to be playing from main.
Selling the fake is Valen at B with the high tide committed. 3 players here from Loud come across to the side. Sick mid-rounding, honestly. And now G2 have a soft
Yeah,
side
again,
here to
they
hit on the A
fake
side
B and
for
then
the map.
they actually managed to get through here. And dude, that's
No
such a
info
big
on
kill.
main. They have to know
They have
someone
to clear
could
A
be
somehow.
here. They're staring at it. Baby
They
Bear
don't
was,
even,
at
they
least
just take
for a
spawn.
moment.
Kawanzin.
Dude, Kawanzin back to back, bro, just stopping the plant.
But Lee pushes ahead of it. That's Luke Show out of the game.
Oh, that's
Counting still here with the Odin, though. Oh, caught on the run. That's got to be cooked, surely. So much now rests on Verdi's shoulders after a middling series.
Kind of an interesting call from
It's up to the assistant coach to go 1v4
here,
on that
though.
one. You can write it off as well.
Like, Josh has called a really weird round, though.
Finally getting a dub here in stage 1, keeping those playoff hopes alive.